What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I'm here to review tonight's episode of 24 Legacy. Tonight's episode is episode 9, y'all. Episode 9. We only have 3 episodes left, and the show is really keeping me interested. Tonight I had a lot of fun because I watched it while also on Twitter, and those comments on Twitter had me cracking up. I'm telling you, people are hilarious. Some of the things that they say about the show. So anyway, tonight's episode takes place between 8 and 9 p.m. And I'm just going to say spoiler alert because, I had somebody on Twitter that was upset with me because they said I spoiled some stuff last week. And I don't know why they're upset because I always say spoiler alert before I begin. But you know what? I'm going to stop doing that. I'm just going to get right into the review. Like I said, I always say this. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch this. Watch it and then come back. I told you this is a recap, and I'm going to spoil some things. So anyway, tonight's episode, we see that Ben Khalid has been captured by CTU, and they're trying to figure out what's his connection to Basiri and where is Basiri, because somehow Basiri escaped like Batman last week's episode. He just disappeared into the night, and they can't find him. We see Eric and Isaac, the brothers, having a conversation, and Eric tells him, listen, bro, I got to go back out there and find Basiri, so you need to take care of my wife. Eric, you got to stop leaving your wife in the hands of her ex-boyfriend, which I know he's your brother, but come on, what you doing, bro? Come on, let her stay at CTU. So... why are you, but then again, that might not be safe either. But I mean, come on, you ain't got no other relatives. You keep leaving your wife with Isaac. I mean, there's some tension up in there. Isaac and Nicole got some tension. They got a past. This is not a good look. And then you see Isaac telling him, listen, I have lost men. I've been shot. You need to bring your tail home, bro. You need to leave this alone. But he's like, I have to go after her. I have to go after him. So, there wouldn't be a show if Eric didn't go after him. So go ahead, Black Bauer, do what you got to do. So, speaking of Basiri, we find that Basiri has, I believe, Officer Grant. It's a guy who works in CTU. He looked kind of like Paul Blart, the mall cop. And we see that he has Officer Grant's, I think that was his name, Officer Grant's girlfriend, side piece. So we see him answering the phone, and Basiri's like, listen here, I got your side piece, and I got a strap to the chair with a bomb on it, and if you want to see her alive, you're going to do what I say. And he's, because he picked up the phone and he's like, listen, baby. He thought he was going to talk to his side piece. Turns out it was Basiri. Now, this is what was funny about on Twitter. A lot of people on Twitter were like, oh, come on, how phony is this? Because there was one guy who said, there's no way Ben Khalid knew that, there's no way that Basiri knew that Ben Khalid would get captured and be able to blackmail someone from the security team and know the security detail. Well, I mean, you kind of have a point, but again, this is television. Most people don't do all this in 24 hours. It's a show. So let's just go with it. Throw logic to the wind and just go with it. So anyway, there was so many funny jokes about this guy and his side piece and what he would do for his side piece. So we see that this officer is really trying hard, and he's helped Basiri get into CTU. Now, the funny thing about this is, while he's doing that, Eric is to the rescue. Eric noticed that Basiri made a call to a residence. He gets there. He sees there's a woman there. She's playing the game, playing like she's petrified. So when Eric and the rest of the crew go to try to go to the basement, this girl flips out. She shoots some of them, but Eric to the rescue. He shoots her, and they find the woman down in the basement. I believe her name was Jennifer. And Jennifer was extremely annoying. It was so funny. She's strapped to the chair. They're telling her to stay still. Stay still, Jennifer. Stay still. Please stay still. She's moving all around. There's this bomb on her that has an automatic detonation system on it, or whatever you want to call it, and a device within a device. And so he takes a picture of it and sends it back to CTU. And now he's going to manually take this bomb off of her himself with instructions. So she's panicking. Really good scene, really great scenes because she's panicking, she's petrified, and he's like, stay still, stay still. Very good scene. We see her side piece back at CTU. Is it just me or CTU needs better security? This was just way too easy how they just got in. You know, Basiri comes up to CTU, and the officers tells the other guys, oh, listen, let him through. I'll give you my clearance code, Apple, blah, 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 blah. And he's in just like that. I'm like, is anybody watching this? Is anybody paying attention? This was just way too damn easy. And the way he just took out the cops, the officers near the interrogation room and freed Ben Khalid was just way too easy. But again, this is television, and I'm like, damn it, CTU, I am tired of you being broken into and taken over. Let this be the last time. Let's beef up security. Let's get this thing right. So anyway, what else happened? We had daddy issues again. We see Senator Donovan and his daddy, Major Dad, as I call him, you know, references to his old show. And he's saying, you know, Rebecca drugged me, but I don't blame her. She needed to do what she had to do. He's telling this to the senator. And then Dad has the nerve to still want his son to run for president. Listen, I know I caused a mess. I made some drama, but you know what? You can still run for president, son. I did all this for you. So the senator is pissed off, like, are you kidding me? These lives that just got lost, and you still want me to run for president? Really, dude? Really? For real. So, you know, that was a good scene, too. We see Isaac taking Nicole home. I don't like this. I don't like this, Eric. I do not like this. I'm telling you, Isaac is going to end up messing around with Nicole. It's too much sexual tension up in there. So while they're at the house is ramshacked, of course. She's picking up items, and she comes across this letter, and she starts crying. It's clearly it was a job offer from Rebecca offering Eric a job at CTU. Nicole feels like, you know what, this is around the same time he said he wanted to stay in this neighborhood and start a family. I'm confused. I just don't know him. And she runs into the arms of Isaac. I said, uh-oh. Here we go. Here come that sexual tension. Isaac is about to get some of that. I'm telling you. And even people on Twitter were saying the same thing, like, oh, here we go. I don't know, Eric, you ain't gonna have a wife. I don't know. But of course, the tension started. The sexual tension came. But then she said, oh, let me reach out and let me call Eric. I gotta call my husband. So let's get on back to Eric and him defusing this bomb. Really nail-biting scene here. Like, oh my God, how's he gonna get this thing off of her? She won't stay still. He manages to get it off of her and throws it, and it explodes, of course. But meanwhile, back at CTU, things are just going, just a mess. They're just going awry because the old officer, Paul Blart, as I call him, I think that was Officer Grant, he now has, you know what? Why didn't he just go downstairs and see that they were looking out for his girlfriend? Your side piece was being helped, officer. Come on, dude. If he would have just went down the hall, and nobody communicates. This is the problem. This is why there needs to be communication in the workplace. If he just would have went down the hall and noticed that they were already working on trying to rescue his girlfriend, his side piece, then again, there wouldn't be no episode. So, so he takes Ben Khalid out, and he's holding him at gunpoint. He's saying, I'm not going to release him till I find out that Jennifer is safe. So meanwhile, we find the senator is coming to CTU to meet Rebecca. They find out from Jennifer, who has been rescued by Eric, that there's an inside job. It's her boyfriend works at CTU. So by the time they figure that out and they say, okay, let's lock down CTU, it's too damn late because the terrorists are already in CTU. They're shooting up the place. This old foolish officer thinking he can, he's saving the day, and thinking that he's protecting his girlfriend, his side piece, not even his wife, his side piece. Rebecca runs into him in the hallway and she's telling him, listen, she's safe. Put the gun down. We can bring Ben Khalid back here. Of course, Basiri comes in, padow, padow, shoots this guy in the head. He's dead. They take Ben Khalid, and while they're taking him, the senator's trying to get away, trying to get out of there. They end up taking the senator. They done shot everybody up, and that's where we leave off. We see Eric in the basement still, shivering and looking upset. And so it's building up for next week's episode, which we will see now. They have the senator and they have Ben Khalid. Just really good stuff. The senator tried to escape or tried to bring some attention to himself when they were at the roadblock, and he's tied up in the van and he kicks the van to make noise. And of course, the terrorists wiped out those police at that roadblock. So really pretty good episode, but I think next week looks like it's going to be really good. I cannot wait. This show is keeping me interested. It's funny. I enjoyed it. I really especially enjoyed it tonight because I was looking on Twitter and seeing all the comments, and it was a pretty good episode. That's it. I don't want to ramble anymore. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen next week? Like I said, we only have 3 episodes left. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I sing, I act, I tap dance. No, I don't tap dance. But check out my other videos. Show me some love. And that's all for now. You have a blessed one.